How you doing? How you doing, guys? Gory TCE here. Today I'm gonna bring you an elephant deck. I'm gonna do a couple of deck revives today. Uh, I thought I did this in the past. I probably did it, but lost the footage. I'm not sure. But looking at my videos, uh, doesn't seem like I have it. But yeah. Anyways, so without further ado, this is going to be my elephant deck. Just for starters, I did playtest this a lot in locals. Got first place 2 times at locals, and this was the deck that I was planning on playing on Springfest for Chicago. Sadly, I was locked into Havencraft because one of my teammates wanted to play Forest. So yeah, I wasn't really confident with playing Haven. This is probably the best version of the deck that I have played, tested a lot, and I really enjoy it. Either you defeat your opponent or just survive long enough that you will either out resource your opponent. Played against Mirror Match a lot, played against Dragoncraft a lot while testing. Didn't have any problems with this. Only ran into problems only if I bricked, if I had very bad opening hands, but other than that I didn't have any problem with it. But yeah, this might be like your cookie cutter forest deck, so it might be similar to everybody's else deck. But yeah, without further ado, don't want to make this video too long. This is my forest craft deck that I was planning on playing. Got first place 2 times on my locals, but yeah. Anyways, starting with the cost ones, we are playing. I'm just gonna lay them out in here. These are you're going to be your cost 1 cards. We're playing 3 Nature's Guidance, 3 Harvest Festival, 3 of the Spring Green Production, Bellringer, Sukuna, and Elf Mage Child. All of these cards in here are pretty amazing. I've seen a lot of people playing 2 copies, but the reason why I do like playing 2 copies of this is because I really don't want to see this in my opening hand. This is one of the cards that I kind of want to see mid-game, where I have 5 play points, where I could just play a bunch of 1-drops, or start putting some of the Fairy Whisk from my EX into the field just to combo 5 and just poke my opponent either for 5 or 6 if I use the effect of Spring Green's protection. But yeah, this is the only reason why I didn't want to play 3 copies of this. I really don't see the needing, like, having to play multiple copies of this. 2, I feel like it's perfect. Bellringer draws you a card, self-explanatory. Early game could get rid of annoying cards when you evolve it. Nature's Guidance is basically going to be your bread and butter of just adding any of your amulets or Elf Mage Child to your hand, and so on and so forth. Elf Mage Child is a little bit controversial for me. I was playing 3 copies. The thing is that I don't want to see multiples in my hand. The majority of the times I just ended up discarding 1 copy of her. I just need 1 to keep looping her with Nature's Guidance and Ancient Elf, and a bunch of the other cards. So I really don't feel the need to play multiple copies of this. Obviously, if you want to see this in your opening hand because that's your playstyle, obviously then 3 copies of this will be your best bet. But as of now, I feel like this is probably the best. Harvest Festival, in case you need you're lacking health, you could just sacrifice a draw card and heal 1, and Nature's Guidance just adds anything back to the hand. So yeah, and obviously the cost ones are basically your best bet and the heart of the deck, so you can combo with some cards. So yeah, for cost 2, Ancient Elf, probably the best card of the deck. Gets +1/+1, turns into a 5/5, usually on turn 3. If you open this in the Harvest Festival, you're in a good spot. So yeah. Marvelous Sunday, same thing as Ancient Elf, not better than Ancient Elf, but it's always good just to start healing, and just to annoy your opponent that you could kind of like survive a couple annoying turns and a couple of cards with Storm. So yeah. Crystallia, this is the reason why I say that the cost 1 cards are your heart and soul. Just because combo 3 Crystallia will go hard and will basically make your opponent in a very annoyed. Like a 4/4 could gain rush. You could trade this with other cards. It's really good. I really enjoy it. Now playing 2 Flower Princess puts a fairy into the EX. Mainly is more just to combo in the future. If you combo 3, she gets a fairy fable counter on it. You can remove the fable counter and rest her and deal 3 damage to something on the field. So it's a good spot removal that I really like, and this came up a lot. Especially the fairy in the back. Amazing. I really enjoyed it. Finally, to round out the cost 2 cards, Eat Fast, Yum Fast. This searches for your elephant, so you have 4 ways to access your elephant. If you play this like either early game or turn 5, you can just play this, Harvest Festival, a bunch of other cards, you know. So it could be good for the doing combo. The other thing, if for some reason you have the elephant, you still have more play points, you can just play this and give the follower with Storm +2 attack. It can also choose Sukuna, super good. So the Sukuna could actually deal a lot of massive damage. So yeah, I really recommend playing this at 1, but this could be something else. This is kind of like just a flex spot, but I really like it a lot. So yeah, that's it for cost 2 cards. For cost 3, I'm playing 2 Yukino Bijin. I love this card. Some people have problems getting rid of this card, especially if on turn 2 you play Marvelous Sunday, you attack into it, and turn 3 you play her, add this back to the hand. You know, this is already a ward, so you're gonna have the Marvelous Sunday for the next turn to heal yourself, or just add something back to the hand, or probably for, you know, later on in the game heals you too, or start doing weird combos. Same thing if you have Harvest Festival. This is pretty good. I really love it. Next, we're playing Rose Gardener. Combo 3 on Evolve draws you a card, so it's one of the best effects that you really want to do. If not, you just drop this, get rid of an opponent's follower that is being annoying, and go from there. Yeah, that's it for the cost 3. For the cost 4 and up, I'm playing 1 Rose Deer. I was trying to fit the other one, but I don't know. I feel like just playing 1 random 1, I like it. That's it. I can't say much. The effect has come a couple times, and it just gets rid of very annoying cards since it has Rush. Putting the Thorn Burst in the back, it's good just to know that if for some reason you lack some extra, you're low, you kind of just need that extra poke, the Thorn Burst could get you that win. And the other thing is that you can just add this back to your hand with Nature's Guardians or something else, and you know, yeah, I love it. I wish I could play 2. Still debating what to take out to play him, but this is just another card that you could, another flex spot. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Cassiopeia. I like it, but I don't want to see her in my opening hand. Because yeah, I have been in situations where I have 2 in my in my hand, and I don't do anything with them until like later in the game, or sometimes I just outrun my resources. So when I play her, I only deal like 3 damage to the field, so it's not worth it. So playing 2 copies is good. You will see her eventually if you draw a shit ton of cards. Other than that, I feel like playing more than 2, it's just overkill. The Elephant is one of the cards that you want to see in your opening hand ish. You just really want to see your Elephant at least on turn 6. A lot of the things that I usually do, I'm pretty sure every forest player does it. Or turn 5, just vomit your entire hand with a bunch of low cost cards. For example, Bell Ringer, Harvest Festival, yada yada yada, all those cards. And then on the next turn, just play the elephant and just add everything back to the hand. Swing with the elephant. Obviously, your opponent doesn't get rid of the elephant. That's game, so they have to either win on the spot or get rid of the elephant, and then the next turn you still have a lot of other cards in your hand to play. Especially if you add a Harvest Festival or Fairy Guidance Protection. You have a lot of plays for next turn. So that's the only thing I see for the elephant. He is good. Obviously, just adding all your cards to any number of cards from your field to the hand and getting +1/+1. It's pretty good. And then finally, to round up all the cards, this is kind of like your win con. I was playing 3 Silver Bolts, but I really don't want to see this in my opening hand also. So yeah, one amazing thing, King Elephant, add everything back to the hand. If you draw into this, you already win. King Elephant will deal massive damage that turn. Usually, if you vomit your hand and you still have cards in hand, let's say approximately, King Elephant will gain at least +9/+9, so it's gonna be a 10. And you're going to have a lot of cards in hand. Obviously, you might have to discard during the end phase, but during your turn, you could just go ahead and either Silver Bolt or round up the game with any other card. Or you could just save the Silver Bolt for when the time comes. Usually, it happens like that for me, because early game, you are already poking with the Ancient Elf, because, you know, a 5/5 early is very annoying. So you're just poking with the Ancient Elf, get into the elephant deals massive damage, and then finish up the game with Silver Bolt. I have won a couple games like that. Or you could just, you know, try to survive and use the turn burst. Obviously, that's not the best idea, but yeah, sometimes it works, especially if you have a lot of HP and your opponent can't defeat you, because, you know, Marvelous Sunday already healed you, and so on and so forth. So for the evolved deck, just to round out the entire deck profile, one King Elephant does the same as the regular elephant, but he ignores wards. So turn 10, amazing card, and he gets very big, so it's a good way to OTK your opponent. One Chrysalitea, I don't see why you need to play more copies of her. She's good, but she only has one purpose, so yeah. One Bell Ringer for early game, getting rid of annoying cards. Ancient Elf, the bread and butter. Love this card. I don't know why people play 2, 3. Always play the 3, because sometimes I just add her back to my hand, so I just replay the same Ancient Elf and evolve it. So yeah, amazing card. I love it. 2 Rose Gardeners and 2 Sukuna. I already explained this. This is mainly more for poke damage. Combo 5, it's amazing and all that stuff, but yeah. Combo 3, draws a card and adds something to the hand. This used to be the Uma card. This one, I have it around. This one, but I don't know, because I have to feed her and I'm not a big fan of it. This one just gives me a card and feels like I get more value out of it. So yeah, Rose Gardener, pretty good. Obviously, it has to be combo 3 in order to draw a card, but other than that, it is pretty good. So yeah, anyways, that's it for the deck profile. I try to make it as short as possible, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more, leave it in the comments. But yeah, obviously set 5 is around the corner, so I'll probably do some changes once I finish with this. So yeah, anyway, that's it. See ya.